It's working.
This is cool.
Let me
but
just
are we all the way? I mean, are we all the way zoomed in or whatever?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that right now, actually. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I know there's quite a lot of space on either side. It's actually fine for now. It's just playing. So, English. Oh, so of course, it being an Asian console, the circle button is okay, not the X button. You should probably plug that in if you want to play. Actually, let me just remove the. Let me remove these guidelines just so we can resize this and just see exactly
how it works.
It looks like it's actually it's widescreen.
Yeah.
So let me just. I'm just gonna kill the. Yeah. I'm just gonna kill Thomas's overlay for now. We'll bring it back later.
Maybe.
We'll bring it back in a bit. Let's just.
Okay.
So there's 3 buttons on there. Of course, there's the reset button, which quits the game, goes to the home screen. Right. The power button. I wonder what the power button does. And the open button switches discs. So for Final Fantasy, which has 3 discs, with Metal Gear Solid, which has 2 discs, that's how you do it. Okay. Before using read instructions, no. So here's the interface. It's not as nice to me as the PlayStation, as the SNES Classic interface.
Okay.
The SNES Classic interface is more fun, it's more playful, it's more Nintendo, got more life to it. This is very plain and austere. There's not really a lot going on here.
Was it like this, the original one?
No, of course, because the original one didn't look like this. Like you couldn't select games. You just put a game in. And went. There's a memory card thing, which this looked like the original memory card thing. Of course, that's what it looked like back in the day. See, there's no real extra like fun stuff. Let's see what the settings have. Screensaver off, power save off. See, there's no like on the SNES Classic you can choose like your different outputs, things like that. There isn't really that here. Thomas really wants to hear the PlayStation sound. So what game should we fire up first? See, the other thing about it which really disappoints me is there's no Ridge Racer 1. Now, I know Ridge Racer 4 is the better game, but to me, like, all my memories of the PlayStation are down with getting Ridge Racer 1 on launch day and playing that. But speaking of launch day, let's find Toshinden, because that's one of the earliest games I can think of here. This, I think, is it.
Yeah.
I think this is it. All right, let's play it. Let's see if we can hear the PlayStation sound. Did you guys hear the sound? Because we didn't.
No. Elgato's not feeding the mixer.
It is. It's just not feeding it very much. See?
Okay.
It's feeding it. It's just not feeding it very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to just...
We can boost it.
Boost it a bit. So, let's be clear. This game is terrible. This is not a good game. Let's be clear. Okay. But this was one of the earliest PlayStation games, the earliest games that kind of gave you the feel of like, oh my god.
Am I connected?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I mean, look at this art. This is such terrible, terrible, terrible 90s art right here.
I've selected.
Okay.
So it's circle or X?
I think we just do.
Is it circle or X?
X is select. Oh, sorry, circle select. Circle select.
Okay.
So, of course, back in the day, this was mind-blowing because it was like 3D. Yeah, and you see, look, you could... Look at this weird dude! So yeah, it was sort of 3D, so you could kind of jump into different planes. Oh, what's my guy doing?
But they move so like slowly.
They move so slowly.
I don't understand.
Oh, so that's it. Okay.
Is it like part of?
Well, back then they just didn't have like. They just didn't have. Oh my god, my fault. I'm just dancing around you, swiping with my giant claws. You died.
Damn.
I think this is because growing up in China, you didn't really have a PlayStation to play with. Hang on, let me just move the. Let's just slide this over. Let's bring Thomas's background back because he'll be sad. Alright, cool. Here we go. Alright, come at me.
Why do I move so slowly?
This game is terrible. But like back in the day, this was mind blowing. Cause it's in 3D. You can go around people. Like, cause remember, like,
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going. You're about to like, jump off the stage, and I'm fine with it. Ooh, I jumped.
Ah. Whoa.
So, you won by default there. I want to hear Josh's verdict on these early 3D games. You heard him complaining about stuff already.
So like, how do I?
Nailed you.
So how do I go to like different planes? Like,
The triggers. Not the triggers, the L and R.
ah. Are you just going around me?
I know, it's great, right? My guy's got friggin' knives for hands, dude. I'm gonna die.
How do you do that?
No! I jumped off the stage again! I jumped off the stage again. You win, Josh. Not having PlayStation when you grew up is not such a bad thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Mondo, old dude. Do you mean the same dude?
Yeah. It gives me better chances, I suppose. At least I know this, and you can like dance around it.
Oh. Of course, this is back in the days where fighting games didn't really have combos, so you couldn't really. Also, this is a very bad fighting game as well.
Ah! Stop going around me!
Oh no! Well done, Josh, says Thomas. Thomas is happy.
So like, there's no combo.
There's no combo. You expect good gameplay? We got your graphics, like screw you. I mean that's kind of like the impression back in the day. It was like, okay, cool, well you have some graphics. We didn't really have time to make any gameplay with it.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Ah! Ah, you missed!
I missed. I got you the first hit, but not the second or third.
Ah!
I actually bought the PS1 earlier this year with the train control deck. Of course, Thomas is into train games.
Oh really?
Yeah, he loves Densha to go. Oh, what? I only hit you the first time. I didn't get the second. See, again, being able to jump that far was like such a legendary, like, just like, crazy thing back in the day.
And do you know exactly why was it, I don't know, hard to like make them move fast?
I guess again, it was just early. It's early games. They're still trying to figure that stuff out. Right? So moving fast actually is much more popular. Oh, you blocked.
Ooh!
Do you even know what you're doing?
No.
Oh, what did I just do? You see that?
That was your ult?
Dude. Not Boba, no ults. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh!
Josh doing well. Yeah, of course Thomas is a trained, like, control deck. Sitting at home, like, choo-choo. Alright, you want to put something else?
Yeah, what else?
Let's see.
Let's do like Tekken or something.
Oh yeah, Tekken's right there.
Right there.
An actual, it's Tekken 3 though, not like the OG Tekken. Jumping Flash, Darius, Saga from Deer. Armored Core. Yeah, let's get some Tekken on. Isn't this much better?
Yeah.
There's the sound. There's the sound, Thomas. You happy now?
I feel like they should have like kept the color. The color is like so classic and nice.
Of the logo?
Yeah.
I don't like the colors in the bottom. I think the red's good. Surprise.
Why didn't you like the bottom? I feel like it gives it a little
Versus
touch.
mode. Eddie Gordo. None of these dudes are unlocked yet. Thomas is very, very happy, he says.
What's your favorite fighting game?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter?
Well, I mean Smash Brothers.
Round one.
Nice. I don't actually know how to play the game. I just realized the game destroyed. Wow, I haven't hit you one. I didn't even hit you one. Wow.
Hey yo!
You should have worn your Friday shirt today, because Friday you didn't bring it. Today you brought it. And now you're sitting down.
Round two. Fight.
This fake Bruce Lee loser. What are special moves like in Tekken? I actually don't know.
That one?
That was literally just hitting a button over and over.
Woo! Alright. Oh crap. Oh crap!
Oh no!
That was a bait, man!
And what? I'm guessing you're oh crap, man. It wasn't really a bit.
Yeah.
I don't like this Bruce Lee loser. I want to pick someone else. Oh, I can't unpick. I gotta pick the same dude again.
Oh, too bad. So what is this?
Don't
Live?
give yourself more life, cheater. She's staring at you funny.
Round one. Fight.
So I guess I'm all about a high kick.
I don't even know what button the high kick is. That button.
She was like, I give up.
Seriously?
Whoa! You're just kicking.
Just punching you in the Oh, high kick.
That's what does it.
Okay, we found the one effective move in this game. We're doing it over and over again.
Win.
Oh, we're in China.
Round two. Fight.
Because like none of the others like actually.
That doesn't actually work.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. It's some drunken master. Oh, whoa. Crap. Oh, low kick. Evil Genius, what's up with all these female characters battling in high heels? I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't it hurt if you kicked me in high heels?
Win.
Yeah, I mean if you can handle it, then.
Final
But like she's like
round. Fight.
pretty big.
Like, it's because she's wearing high heels.
No, like look at her arms and all.
Again, this early Polygon game, you didn't really have much choice of this. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out the move.
Are you gonna figure out the moves at some point?
Like why are they like inching to? Yeah, okay, I can. Oh, look at that! Ah!
In the face.
Whoa, look at that!
Forest Law wins.
Oh, I pressed the button again. I picked the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no matter. 1-1.
Alright.
Winner takes all?
Yeah.
Law versus King.
Round one.
So much bigger, man.
I know, you're huge. Also, you've got a tiger for a head, just so you know. I don't know if you noticed that yet.
Yeah, I have. That's why I picked him.
Just checking. Oh.
Oh!
That was close.
Yeah.
That was close.
My guy's definitely a heavy hitter.
What do you think of these graphics?
Fight.
What do you think of these graphics?
I'm trying to win, man.
I know. I know. Oh! Wrecked!
Oh! You actually figured it out. Nice.
Forest Law.
Nice.
I don't.
I figured out
I
it was a
I don't
counter
really.
attack.
I don't
Wow,
really
you
know
were
what
like,
happened.
all of a sudden, that thing easy.
Okay.
Good
All
one.
right, let's
Good one. Good
figure
one.
something else out. Okay, so you can save the game real quick by just going here to the resume point. So just enter. Wait, honestly, that takes you back to the resume point. Okay.
That was such a sneaky tactic here. How's the graphic?
Rope-a-dope, rope-a-dope.
What do you think of it?
Do you want to delete? Save the new one. So there's only one resume point on the SNES Classic. There's 4 resume points per game.
Okay.
Here there's only 1. So do you want to delete and save a new one? Yeah, let's save a new one. Right, cool.
Okay.
And then you got the memory card to actually save actual games on, but we don't have any games to save right now. Okay, so have you seen
Dirty.
Metal Gear?
Yeah.
The original Metal Gear.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen gameplay, but I haven't replayed it myself. So.
Or why don't we take a look at the original cutscene for Biohazard?
Yeah.
Which is some cheesy nonsense.
And what's the whole story behind why did we name Biohazard Resident Evil in the West?
Maybe something else had the word Biohazard in it.
Okay.
Usually it's stuff like that. I forgot about this. Nice. Biohazard. Biohazard. Chris or Jill?
Chris,
You going hard?
let's do it.
Whatever, we're only playing for like 3 minutes. It's fine. Man,
Oh, hat.
this was in the future back then. Raccoon Forest.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone
Is it English
situated
or-
in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
Look, Chris! This is some really cheap filmmaking right here. Black and white, in the dark. Here's some grass. This is probably like outside their office.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely,
Barry.
most of the equipment was still
Wesker, I wonder if he's evil. What do you think?
there. However, we soon discovered why.
Jill. Chris Redfield. Blue Steel.
Hey! Come here!
Yeah, don't call him over.
So back then, was it did gaming companies have a lot of money to make pirates? No, or like they're like,
I mean, games just cost less than they do today, right? It's bad acting. This is hilariously bad acting.
Joseph!
I've forgotten how bad this intro was. He did, bro.
No! Don't go!
No.
So it's Barry, Jill, Wesker, and some random dog. Run! Run! Wow, they're running really badly.
Jill, run for that house!
Oh, look, convenient house appears.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Cast. Chris Redfield. Blood O. He likes cigarettes. He's 25. Jill.
Valentine.
Younger. Is she wearing high heels though, Karen? Barry. Can't find it. 38. Weird. Rebecca. Wait, she's in this game? I forgot about that. She's 18.
Albert Wesker.
Do you think he's evil? I don't think he's evil. I think he's just a cool looking dude.
And then try and make you think that he's the
Biohazard.
He's actually not. He's probably a wuss.
No, he's evil. He's like the ultimate bad villain.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where they thought it was safe. It wasn't.
Surprise.
Yet.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Cool. You
You go check.
Because, as you know from any horror film...
Chris,
Yeah.
What? Chris.
take care.
What's there to worry about? I'm just in a creepy mansion in the woods with zombies following us. But, you know, you love the whole, like, in any horror movie, what's the best thing? Always split up, right?
Yeah.
Always split up. So, couple things. Actually, I'm going to let you play this bit. Just go plug your controller into P1. Go for it.
Yeah?
So,
Why am I going? Okay, cool.
So this game was an early kind of weird game in the sense that like only the character is made of polygons. Everything else is pre-rendered. So everything else is like a static scene,
Right.
which is why you're finding it very hard to move
Right.
because they couldn't figure out how to make people move in that environment. So it's called so-called tank controls because you control like a tank.
Okay.
You like left and right turns him around and forward moves him forward.
Right.
That's why Josh is. Can you moonwalk? Yeah, there. That's why Josh is moonwalking his way through this game.
So there's nothing to interact with.
No, well, not here. There will be stuff to interact with, like that weird-looking shield. I'm sure something to interact with. Maybe not yet. Oh, yeah, there.
No, that's.
Oh, there you go. You just picked up the shield. Yeah, so yes.
Okay, so it's the rectangle. We don't read Japanese.
Mysterious shield is mysterious. All right, door.
Okay, we got to a door.
What should you do now?
Yeah, this control is.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Go the other way. Go the other way. I think all these doors are locked.
No,
Yeah,
no,
don't
no.
moonwalk. Don't moonwalk.
Okay, somebody's eating something.
What if he's just eating pizza? Nope, not pizza.
Oh crap!
You should run, not moonwalk. Like, do you have a gun? Buttons.
I doubt it.
Buttons. Weapons. Start. Inventory. 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 You have a knife. Knife him in the face, my man. Do it. Do it. Knife the zombie. Do it. Do it.
How do I?
I don't know.
Oh no!
Knife him! Knife him! There you go. There you go. There you go. You
Oh,
got
I'm
it.
not there yet.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Like.
Knife him. Knife him. You just got it. Yeah, like that. Like that, and then attack. You gotta hold 2 buttons. I think one to to stance and one to attack.
Wait. Did I just?
So you're about to die though. Yeah. Well, that you didn't last
Well,
very
show
long.
me.
You didn't last very long.
The splattering of blood was like.
You
relentless.
died.
Oh god.
It went straight back to the main menu because you're that bad. All right, find something else.
What else?
Back it up. Back it up. Just back it up. Why don't you try Jumping Flash? This is
Okay.
one of the earliest, 1995 is one of the earliest, 3D action games. And it was a very unique one because it was all first person. So I want to see how you handle this game. Karen actually wants to play that game, which doesn't surprise me at all.
Why? You're just like moonwalking the whole way through. And...
Yeah, Karen, do you just want to moonwalk or what?
Hmm.
静かに眠る星々をそこにうごめく黒い影泣く子も黙るマッドな男悪の
So this is a Japanese game and it's insane.
Okay.
Just to be clear, you're a robotic rabbit who has to jump in the air. It's completely insane. Just to be clear.
Okay.
Like it's the good old days Japanese games where nothing made sense, and yet somehow everything made sense because nothing made sense.
Okay. So the actual picture just said, figure it out.
This is the most chill zombie encounter I've ever seen. It's probably because Josh didn't know what he was doing after that. Game start. Figure it out, my man. So this is the thing. I finished Metal Gear Solid entirely in Japanese.
Right, without.
Without reading guides and stuff.
Okay.
Because that's how we rolled back in the day. We were hardcore.
Okay. Let's see. We got
Kids.
like auto aim and all that, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, you kids have auto aim. You got microtransactions.
Ah.
Alright, jump. The game's called Jumping Flash, not Sitting Around Flash.
So this is like early 3D.
Yeah, one of the early 3D games where you had to Nice, you killed it. You violent so. You're killing like frogs and stuff. What do you think of these graphics?
They're interesting. It's like it's like Minecraft, but like actually real.
Oh my god, I can't. You're right, but I can't believe. Jumping Flash, like Minecraft, but real. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Get. Right. Jump.
So I can't. What is it? I can't aim up.
I don't think so. Can't really. I really haven't played this game in 20 years. Kill that frog!
See, I can do that.
Well, you jumped on the pillar, that's why. Jump on the pillar.
Ah.
See?
Then I fell.
Yeah, but that's not the pillar's fault, is it? Wouldn't Star Fox and SNES be the first 3D game? Yeah. No, there were games before Star Fox. Alright. You should probably go to the goal, which is that thing over there. See it?
Ah, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I can't.
You keep nailing frogs, man. These poor frogs. What are they doing to you?
So,
Nice little top hats. And
Where should we be? What is it?
head towards the goal.
The
Straight
what?
north. The goal. Straight north. So the Jetro, Giro, whatever. There you go, that one.
That thing?
Well, there's obviously a way you gotta get up there, so you gotta figure out how to get up there. So you gotta figure out how to get up there. Dude, kill that thing. It's got a nice little top hat, that frog. It's so friendly. Oh, there, exit. See in front of you. See? Exit. There, see, it says exit.
Ah. Oh, I guess it's a trampoline. No?
Oh, you need to get all the jet pods first. There's one up there. Well, you just jumped off the house. You can jump really high. Maybe jump on that thing somehow. The random bugs. Jump on. I need to go jump on that thing to get somewhere. See? Ah, there you go. No!
Ah!
Why do you have
jumping?
Why do you have to josh it, man? You're doing so well just there. Alright, that dragonfly is kicking your ass. You're gonna die.
Okay.
Kids these days, man. He wants auto aim. He wants to like buy microtransactions.
Lock in.
He wants like health microtransactions.
Okay, which?
Oh, you're gonna get that right next.
Why are you jumping on me? Oh, I have to destroy all of them before I get
Yeah. Now, I want you to bear something in mind. This is the first stage. Children did this back in the day.
Yeah, because, like, I wasn't sure what you wanted me to do in the beginning.
But that's what old games were like. You had to figure it out, man. You had no helper. You had no, like, internet to help you out. You gotta figure it out.
And then I can't aim up. I'll have to, like, jump on top of things. Jump on top of things again.
It's a jump. I mean, the game's called Jumping Flash, not play the game for me Flash. You know what I mean?
Wait.
So, I'm surprised you lasted this long.
Okay, I'm like this. I keep sliding down. Wait, let me find something. Some other jackpots.
Again, I'm like to remind you, this is the first stage. Yeah,
So
over there, look over
I
there.
have to jump on the chimney.
No, you did. You did, bro.
Damn.
You did. Alright, let's bounce, because you ain't gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
Alright, why don't you go to Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
So one thing interesting before we start Metal Gear, I want to show everyone, because I think this is really funny. So the original Metal Gear has a lot of like fourth wall breaking moments.
Right.
It has a lot of moments where you gotta like look up, like unplug the controller, things like that, all that stuff. One of them is the moment where you gotta look on the back of the box to find the codec code. So that's why it says on the back of the box under Metal Gear, it says codec. It says Metal Gear Solid secret code 140.15, which is of course Meryl Silverberg's code from the original Metal Gear. I remember that because I'm old.
Okay. So like, how many times you beat this game?
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Told you.
Like, you remember every single detail of this.
Yeah.
So this one came out when?
98.
98.
Check out this intro. Hideo Kojima, not of Konami anymore, of course. Back in the day, this like blew everyone's minds. Of course, you're not gonna understand any of it because it's in Japanese, but it'll sound cool and look cool. So there's that.
That was supposed to be a plane?
No, a submarine, dude.
Okay.
It's underwater.
アラスカ・フォックス諸島沖のことをシャドウ・モセス島にある
シャドウモセス
核兵器廃棄場フォックスハウンド部隊と彼らの率いる次世代特殊部隊が突如として
It looks cool, right?
島を占拠した彼らが政府に突きつけた要求は
You're about to get launched from a torpedo tube onto Shadow Moses Island, where a bunch of terrorists have seized a nuclear weapons decommissioning site. The leader is the terrorists are, that's you, Solid Snake. The leaders are led by a guy called Liquid Snake, who is leading a group called Foxhound, which used to be an anti-terror group. But now they're a terror group because it was more fun to be a terrorist. You're about to get launched straight from that tube. It'll be really fun.
そしてテロリストの核発射能力の有無を調査し事実ならば
You can
それ
start
を
whenever
阻止
you
する
want.
ことだ
Oh.
Start. 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 New game. Actually, no. Press start and go to VR training. Go. Press up. Why don't you try VR training? Circle.
20 years. So it's like 20 years ago.
Almost, yeah.
But that's not actually like that long ago. Now that I think about
It's
it.
most of your life, dude.
Yeah. But I mean,
So you
just-
got to get past the enemy and you have no weapons. How do you do it? Okay, that's not how you do it.
Okay.
I said you got to get past the enemy and you got to. How do you do it?
I can't just like kick his ass.
No. Well, maybe. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if you can. Dun, dun, dun.
You just got high.
Yeah, so you can like stand there, you can tap walls and stuff. So you don't have any weapons on you.
Okay.
So just
But it's like all stealth.
yeah, all stealth. So go stand in the alcove and hide.
Ah! I overshot it just a little.
Yeah. First alcove, hide. First one, hide. Hold your back against the wall. Hold your back against the wall. Hold it. No, hold other way, other way, other way. There you go. Okay, now go to the first alcove. Go high. Now hold your back against that wall, upper wall. Hold.
Oh, okay. Like
Okay, now
that.
you can go. Get out. Look at me. Hooray!
VR training.
Next stage.
Why is it called VR training?
Because it's a fake, like I said, it's like a fake, right?
Okay.
Come on, do it. So now you can see the radar up there. You can see where they're looking.
Ah, the vision. No.
And now here's where you can use the tap to pull them out of the direction if you wanted to. You can go straight up. There you go. Oh, hey, you did it! First time! I'm proud of you, son.
Let's do it.
Do a couple, then we'll go to the main game. No, wait. Look in front of you. Look. No, think about it. What is that in front of you?
You crouch, right?
Yeah, so
Is it the...
find a button. No, find a button to crouch. X. So when you're crouching, you obviously can't see the radar, as you can tell.
Okay.
So you just gotta hope that guy's not looking that direction again. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Stop crouching, dude. Run. Now you can crouch again under there, see?
Oh, okay.
You moonwalk crouching? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Snake.
So like, back then, this is a state of the art.
So state of the art. So state of the art.
Yeah.
Look at the map. Look at the map. Look at the radar. Look at the radar.
Hey. Stop looking this way. Go somewhere else.
You ain't gonna change, man. You gotta change.
Oh god. It's gonna go around.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way of doing it.
And where's the objective?
Just to get to the end of the stage. It's just teaching you the principles of the game,
Yeah.
so you can
where-
figure stuff out yourself.
But like where? No. But where's the exit thing?
It's on the map. There you go. He's not looking that way, so it's fine. So it's just teaching you kind of like sight lines,
Navigating.
where people look, how to figure out like that sort of thing. Again, like you can use the, if you put your back against the wall and then press like I think it's X,
Uh-huh.
you tap the wall and they'll go, huh? And they'll walk your way.
Right.
Which means then if you run the other way, they won't see you at all, and you'll pull them out of position. Anyway,
That's cool. All right. Let me guess. Who
I don't
this,
know-
and then
oh.
we can go to real game.
yeah, I think, I can't remember what this is. Step on the. Yes, you make noise when you step on that. So you can see it kind of like, they're like, and it pulls them out of place.
They have like limited vision.
Yeah, but they can also hear it. You want to go exit and let's go to the main game?
Yeah.
So 98 was a crazy good year for games.
Yeah?
You had this game, you had Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Yeah, hit save. Memory card 1. Right.
Wow, that's, I mean, like 20 years ago, it was like this. But like, 20 years from now, like we are having all these crazy stuff. It's just like, technology has like, gone a long way.
That's what it was like back then. Then you know what happened afterwards?
What?
You have friggin' mobile Contra where you gotta like pay to reload your gun and stuff like that.
See, like, life hasn't gotten any better.
No, life's got way worse.
Okay, so
real music and stuff.
Solid Snake. Is his name?
Yeah. This back in the day was like the most badass thing that could ever happen.
But that's insane. Like 20 years ago, we're just like this. Cause like now we have like Infinity War and all this crap, right? Like, I love Infinity War because it's like how insane this can happen. See technology.
The really cool thing about this is actually the credits. The game credits are playing right now while this is happening, so it feels like a movie. Right?
Yeah.
Like, so actually, as you start playing, the credits will still play.
Cause I just
That's
imagine.
Liquid Snake, the enemy.
I just imagine like back then, like.
Codec. You can skip the codec, obviously, it's entirely in Japanese.
Snake.
Snake. Yeah, you just. Again, I finished the game in Japanese. It was hard, man, but it was worth it. Cause
And how old were you back then?
Oh, quite old, 17.
17. So like,
But this is a complicated game playing Japanese. Oh yeah, go down in the water. Go down the water, into the water. Make a left. Grab the little box in the corner. Yeah, keep going that way. You went into the corner. There you go. Now go back out again. Get back out. Get back out of the water. Up the stair. Yeah. Up the staircase. Staircase is over there. Staircase is over there.
So like the blue bar is my
Oxygen. Yeah. Alright, now you gotta figure out how to get through this bit.
So it's all about like puzzle solving.
You can push select if you want to, actually. I don't really care enough to. He's just basically telling you to crouch.
そこは匍匐で下を潜り抜けるんだ。まず匍匐。
That's Naomi Hunter. She's evil.
So
Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old game.
Oh. So was it a huge?
Can I borrow that for 1 second? Just 1 second. Just want to see. This
Was it a huge thing back then?
this game? Yeah.
Like in terms of popularity.
Yeah, this game was a bloody revolution at the time. It was amazing. I want to see if I can do something. Let me just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's the button
you
to?
trigger the,
I'm trying to find the button to snap his neck.
What's
the button to snap his neck?
But this credit is so cool.
It's not that. There's a button that we can grab his neck.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. It's like that to grab.
Okay.
And I can't remember what the button is to like snap it. Sorry, I just want to just
do it.
What is it? It's really funny. So, also the interface is quite interesting. This like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You got cigarettes. Casually smoking right now. Can you see? The cigarettes make your health go down, but there's a. You actually have to use them at one point because you can't see the.
Helps you focus or something?
No, you can't see. There's these laser beams.
Right.
So I've stepped in the puddle, and he's like, "Huh? What's that?" button to... What's the button to hold their necks down? Oh, I can't remember what it is, man. You play for a minute while I figure out what the button to stand their necks down. It's really
frustrating, you don't.
Yeah, I really want to remember that. I can't remember exactly what it is. Here, solid. Neck. Oh. Oh. You have to hold the button. No, so you have to like be still when you do it. That's what it is. Oh, never mind. I know what it is now. But I can't hold it to do it.
How do you jump?
No jump.
There's no jump in this game.
No jump.
And
no
why?
jump, no like no mantle objects. So just go down through there. You don't have to answer the code.
Right.
Yeah, just go past those guys and get to the lift.
You want to do it? Right.
Wait. Why can't I get in the lift? Why can't I get in the lift? I ain't gotta press a button inside.
Is there a way that you can
lose them?
Kill them? Yeah.
These guys weren't very smart back then.
Right. Ah, so like you can escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like, it's gone.
I think I gotta answer the codec call by that. Shit. Oh, you didn't mean to get stuck on that.
You're gonna get.
No, look, they're not. They don't see me.
Ah.
Oh, so that's it. That lift's gotta come down again with these guys, and then you can get in.
Can you snap that neck?
You gotta stand perfectly still when you do it. That's why it's so hard. I've forgotten about that. Like, so you can't, like...
You can just, like, hop on that person and then just do it.
Yeah, go the other way, go the other way, go the other way. Shit. There we go. Somehow they don't hear this. Somehow that meh doesn't mean anything to them. We can stop after this awesome bit. This at the time was like the most cinematic thing we'd ever seen in a game.
Right.
By far. Wait for it. We were like... Wait for it. Come on. Title comes up, characters like standing there like badass, like looking up in the sky. It was great. It was great. And then you're out in the snowfield with this like cutscene like playing. This was before Kojima went totally crazy with his half-hour cutscenes. These are pretty long by those like standards of most games anyway.
Yeah.
Because look, you're not going to play for a solid 2 minutes at least while you watch the scene.
Right.
But the scenes were so cool and so different at the time that you couldn't help but be impressed by like like the cinematography is for a game like phenomenal, right? Like you don't expect games to hit angles like this, at least back in the day.
Right.
He's like surveying the field. So the Metal Gear demo back in the day, just skip this one. Yeah, the Metal Gear like demo back in the day was that first bit and this next bit right here.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool like sandbox, like you could play around with like anything, you could like run around, you could see different areas and all that stuff. That was so mind-blowing back in the day to be able to do that.
わからん。だが奴らが陽動作戦に引っかかったのは確かなようだ。今のうちに潜入してくれ。
Because you had freedom, right? You could do whatever you wanted. You could drag the guards around. You could. I'll show you. Actually, show you something which I always thought was really fun. He's actually gonna have another stupid photo. That's Mei Ling. She saves your game for you. You have to go give her a call so she can save your game. Okay. She's just telling you basic stuff about the radar. No one cares, Mei Ling. Save my game, shut up. Naomi's mean. That's Naomi. So, again, something which blew our minds back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Your footsteps are in the snow.
Right.
And the enemies used it to track you.
Wow.
They could go and see you through that. Spotlights, obviously you don't get in the spotlight, but at the same time there's a really good weapon in the middle of the spotlights. Shit.
You have no guns.
Oh, chaff grenade. How do I use it? Get up, dude. Oh, no, I didn't kill him. Just knocked him out. Use that to heal. I can't remember how to use the chaff grenades. But they confuse the cameras, basically.
Okay.
No, not that. What button did you press? It's no, it's not this. It's there. You go. That's how you use it.
How do you use it?
See now, see the jamming's on, so they can't see you while the chaff grenade is on. See, it's a camera. But the camera's down right now, so it's fine. Oop, it's back up again. Move the other way, come on. There we go. Stupid camera. Let's get into the back of the truck. Because there's a gun here.
Damn, you remember everything.
I can't remember how to use the gun, mind you. But why don't we just use the chaff grenade again? It's easy. Did I use it? What?
I'll be back in a bit.
Alright. Oh, there we go. Well, he's gone. I'm just about to stop playing, so that's awkward. That's awkward. Anyway, so we've been playing the PlayStation Classic. I had Josh. Here's Josh. Let's replace him with the PlayStation Classic. Don't need Josh. We got this, right? Anyway, I'm now in a tunnel full of rats. So I think we can probably stop here because we don't dare the rats getting surprised at my presence. We can probably stop here. Let's reset and bring it back to the main menu. This is the PlayStation Classic. We're playing the Asian version, so like I said, there's some games on here which you won't get in the West. Arc the Lad 1 and 2, I believe, is... yeah, here's Arc the Lad 1 and 2. Armored Core. There's no way that's in the Western version, surely. What else? Where's Parasite Eve? Parasite Eve, that's not in the Western version. So, this is the PlayStation Classic. I don't really like the interface as much as the SNES Classic. I think it's a bit more playful, a bit more life to it. This just seems really bare bones and plain. I do really like that you've got the old memory card thing in here. Oops, back bar. Don't delete it. I do love you have the old memory card interface. It's one of the few touches which feels like the old days. I guess also the kind of weird play button down there. Yeah, it just feels a bit bare bones. Digital Foundry said the emulation is also not great, but I don't really think this is the sort of thing you play for accurate emulation. If you want accurate emulation, there are better ways to do it. I think you play it because you see the box like this and you get your nostalgia for, oh man, that's just like what I had back in the day. Because this is just like the box I had back in the day. I still remember the day my uncle, like back in December '94, went and got this for the first time. I think he got only Ridge Racer with it. It was just insane. It was insane how much fun that game was back in the day. Just reading the stuff on the back up here. Packaging for display purposes. Yeah, it's just, of course, you've got the original DualShock controllers with USB out. Again, I'd forgotten with the original DualShocks, these feel different. Not DualShocks. I don't know what I call them. I call them DualShock by. I was just wrapping up. I called these DualShock by accident. Of course, these aren't DualShocks. These are PlayStation controllers before DualShocks.
Right.
But since the DualShock was introduced in, I think, '97, that's been the default PlayStation controller. So I just keep referring to them as DualShocks. Of course, this is not a DualShock at all. This is a regular PlayStation controller. I'd forgotten that these grips feel different. And they feel different, of course, because there's no rumble in them. So they're much lighter, and they're not as rounded. Because to fit the rumble in, they kind of rounded this area here and kind of made it bigger to grip. And of course, there's no analog stick because it's not a DualShock.
Right.
So, yeah, it's fun seeing this controller again. I'd forgotten, and I'd also forgotten how radical this controller was at the time because you didn't really have controllers like this.
Like these grips, right?
Funny you should say that. The default controller back in the day.
It was like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was, the SNES controller. This dude, which you can see, these controllers are 4 years apart, and you can see how different they are. You can see, of course, that this kind of is the precursor to this. This SNES one was the first one with the 4 buttons arrayed like that. It was the first one with trigger buttons up here, or shoulder buttons up here. PlayStation took it to another level with 2 shoulder buttons, but the grips are all Sony. That was their
contribution.
Yeah, that was their contribution, and it was a huge contribution.
Yeah.
And of course, their unique scheme of buttons with the circle, square, triangle, X. But yeah, so that's the PlayStation Classic. Let's just, I'm just gonna disconnect it so we can hold it up again because it's. So don't mind the. Let's just bring you into webcam mode so you can see it fully. Woo!
So like the original one is about like this big, right?
The original is bigger, yeah. Because remember, it
wasn't that big.
This
but
fits
it's
a CD.
small,
Yeah. It wasn't a huge, but it was a funny design at the time because it's like, it's not a toy, right?
Right.
Like I don't think that's necessarily the SNES looked like a toy, but this looks like a piece of hi-fi equipment, I guess, because of the disk drive, right? Dominating everything. Of course, Sony being the company that co-invented the CD. And has massive CD plants around the world. It made sense to them to invest in CDs. Yeah, like I said, I love these feet, just like the original feet. I love the vents match the original vents.
Okay.
It's impractical, but I kind of wish they had memory cards again.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I wish the game selection was better, but I'm also pretty sure that they're going to have a second one, because
a second one of.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a DualShock edition.
Oh, okay.
Because they're missing out on a whole bunch of games, including like Sony games, like Gran Turismo.
Okay.
Gran Turismo is like one of the signature Sony games, and it's not on here. But yeah, so PlayStation Classic. We played Contra earlier, Contra the Return. It was terrible, so we just bailed and got this. Thanks, Shinmei. Shout out to you for going down and buying this for us. I think you owe me some change, but that's fine. We can do that.
You just publicly shamed her.
She's not watching.
She is watching. I was out there and she was watching.
Well, let's see if she reacts. So let's. What are we gonna play on Wednesday?
I was consulting a bunch of people on Discord. I was thinking about this this game called Honkai Impact, which is pretty big. It has 35 million downloads, and then it's all. Probably gonna stream with the girls maybe because it's anime girl games with battle a bunch.
And you're tired of sitting next to me all.
No, just I feel like it would be kind of weird that a bunch of guys playing. Yeah.
It would be like this is not a game for you and Thomas to play together.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, yeah, I'm trying to involve more people in the Discord channel to see like what we should be streaming, and then so like you guys can vote on that, and then thinking about Friday maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about PUBG Mobile Resident Evil. There's a crossover there.
Oh yeah, let's definitely do that. Yeah,
but
cool.
I don't know when this can come out. They just announced it.
Yeah, find out when it's coming out. We should definitely do that.
Yeah.
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 All right. See you guys. Great stream today. Good having you on. See you next time.